Today's lesson is on figures of speech or the figurative language. We are going to define the figures of speech and deal with 4 figures of speech, so don't go anywhere. Let us define the figures of speech, and these are the expression in English whose meaning cannot be taken literally. In other words, they have a hidden meaning that you as a reader need to interpret. So we can start with the first one, that is the simile. And simile is direct comparison using words such as like, as, or s. And for any statement to qualify to be a simile, it must show the comparison between two or more things. If there is no comparison, then that is not a simile. One example of a simile can say, she is as fat as a pig. And in that statement, you see, she is compared to a pig. You can also have another example. Ali is greedy like a hyena. And also in that statement, we have Ali being compared to a hyena. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of similes that are used in Blossoms of the Savannah. And one is, Oloisidori is like a monster and he frightens me. That was used by Resian. And another example, Olekaila was raving mad like a buffalo that has been infected by East Coast fever. And in those 2 examples, you can see there is that comparison between 2 people and things. The second figure of speech, that is metaphor, and this is the opposite of a simile. So it's a direct comparison. We don't use words like and we don't use word as. It just compares something directly. For example, Kelly is a lion. It means that he has the trait of a lion, which is brave. Also, you can say someone, she is a chameleon, meaning she has that trait of a chameleon. So as you see in both similes and metaphors, we must have that comparison between 2 or more things. So I'm going to give you some examples of metaphor from the Blossoms of the Savannah. And one, a mackerel is referred to as a wasp. And the main purpose or the functions of the similes and metaphor is to create emphasis on something. So we're going to move to the third one, and that is personification. And the name personification is derived from the word person. So what is it? And this is whereby the non-living things are given the traits of human beings or the quality of the human beings. For example, the stone was crying. It is not possible for a stone to cry, but it has been personified and given that qualities of a human being. Examples are, the sun was crying, the clouds are pregnant, and so on. From Blossoms of the Savannah, and we are told that the kitchen was warm, bright, and cheerful. So in that statement, the kitchen is given that trait of human beings of being cheerful. Another example of personification from Blossoms of the Savannah is, the moon emerged its sad yellow light seeping through the cracks on the wall. And in that statement, the light of the moon has been given that human quality of getting sad. And now we're gonna move to the last one, and that is hyperbole. And hyperbole is extreme exaggeration or overstatement. My own example of hyperbole, and that is a statement like, her beauty made all the men to forget their way back home. So you see that statement has been exaggerated. From Blossoms of the Savannah, we are told that the people of Imakesen clan were so stingy such that they could marry a dog and after birth over she-goat. The people from the Ilmolelian clan, and they were said to be generous such that they could slaughter a bull and foolishly share all the meat to other, leaving themselves with none. They could also raise their armpits to show that they have not hidden any meat under their armpit. Hyperbole brings us to the end of our lesson. Yeah, thank you for watching, and in case you have any comment, just let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye.